Police arrests key ADF suspect as property worth millions lost in Kigongo and Entebbe fire. A very good evening to you tuned into UBC TV. We welcome you to News Tonight. It's me, Micheal and Lukomwa with Elizabeth Nakakoni this Monday, the 6th of December 2021. And this is what we have for you in detail. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has said that government recognizes the role played by the church in shaping the morals of the Ugandan society, as well as being partners with government in development. The president also said that religious institutions have supplemented government efforts in raising people's living standards by providing literacy and skills through religious-founded schools, vocational institutions, and universities, plus promotion of good health through church-founded hospitals and clinics. As such, direct employment and being created through church-founded projects. This was contained in a statement read for him by Vice President, Major Retired Jessica Alupo at the consecration and enthronement of Reverend Canon John Wilson Nanda as the new Bishop of Mbale Diocese yesterday in Mbale City. Etole Ede Akenjo has the story in detail.
The Constitution and the canons of the Church of Uganda, we hereby declare to you that Reverend Canon John Wilson Nanda, who has just been enthroned, has been enthroned this 5th day of December in the year of our Lord 2021. Amen.
Vice President Major Retired Jessica Alupo, who represented President Yoweri Museveni at the consecration and enthronement of Reverend Canon John Nanda as the 8th Bishop of Mbale Diocese at St. Andrew's Cathedral in Mbale City, urged the Church not to limit itself to evangelism, teaching, and discipleship, adding that to fulfill the Word of God, the Church must mobilize communities and make them active participants in programs that help them solve common problems that affect their well-being. This, she said, will make them agents of positive change in our societies.
Every family must wake up and join commercial agriculture. A campaign aimed at transforming agriculture from subsistence to commercial profit-oriented agriculture. The church leadership, in collaboration with government representatives and members of parliament, can help the nation to make these programs and initiatives to become a practical reality. As I conclude, I encourage you to uphold the faith. Everything that prevents a man from living in dignity and decency must be under attack from the church and its workers and followers. Let us embrace modernity as guided by religious institutions and government. By doing this, it demonstrates your dedication to lead the society following the foundation of Christ's gospel. Government will continue to work for maintenance of peace and security in the whole country, and also put the necessary infrastructure in place as a way of facilitating the country's development. I call upon the people of Mbale Diocese to receive and support your new bishop wholeheartedly. Continue to have good relationship with the religious institutions around you. Concentrate on unity, peace, and development for all the people of God. I wish you God's blessings and a joyous celebration. I thank you.
The Vice President later delivered a car that was donated to the new Mbale Diocese Bishop by President Yoweri Museveni amidst jubilations among the faithful. Married to Harriet Jacqueline Kaisa, now Mama Harriet Nanda, and a last born in the family of 8 children from Bamwambu clan in Bufura village, Bukurukuru Parish, Bukiende Sub-County, Bungoko County of Mbale District, Bishop John Wilson Nanda had his spiritual calling in 1992, where he had to leave teaching profession for church ministry. Etole Ed Akenjo reporting for UBC News at St. Andrew's Cathedral in Mbale City.
Etole Edi Akenjo reporting from Mbale. We congratulate Bishop Nanda and wish him the best of the service to the people of God. Police have recovered a number of assortments from Twaha Seguja, a suspected ADF courier in the operations of the terror cell. Twaha was recruited in ADF ranks and went to DR Congo for military training and was given assignments by Medin Kalubo, an alleged ADF collaborator who is wanted by security. As Ivan Kahwa now reports, security is closely monitoring Uganda borders with the DR Congo.
Uganda police and sister security agencies are closely monitoring the eastern border of Uganda with Congo to curtail any possible threat of ongoing military raids to eject the Allied Democratic Forces ADF from the Democratic Republic of Congo.
The other military operations inside the DRC, you'll be getting updates from the UPDF spokesperson.
In the latest development, another suspect linked to the operations of ADF, identified as Twaha Seguja, has been arrested.
Alias Kisembo Joseph, a 37-year-old male adult and resident of Napuade village, now Kabugo Parish in Wakiso district,
who allegedly sneaked into the country with a Congolese registered AK-47 assault rifle and had hidden assortments at one of his shops in Wakiso.
We recovered a silver grenade bomb concealed in a laptop bag, 9 pairs of green gumboots, 5 Airtel lines and 2 Itel phones. We recovered 389 detonating rods, 3 suspected explosive boosters, 2 bags of ammonium nitrate. They had packed the ammonium nitrate in sugar sacks, in sacks of sugar, to maybe confuse some of us, and then 7 tins of chemical fluids that are used in bomb-making materials.
Mr. Seguja has been operating under the command of Medin Kalubo, an ADF collaborator who features on security's most wanted list.
The suspect Twaha Seguja was the main courier. He was the main courier of the ADF network and was actively involved in the transporting of bomb-making materials and weapons amongst their operatives.
The operations to dismantle the Allied Democratic Forces infrastructure continue to ensure that terror threats are eliminated. Today marks 20 days since deadly attacks were carried at Kampala Central Police Station and Parliamentary Avenue, respectively. In other news, police have cautioned scrap dealers against improper use of gas, encouraging them to have licenses and good ventilation, or else risk their items being tagged unfeasible. Ivan Kahwa, UBC News in Kampala.
The Allied Democratic Forces ADF ground offensive goes on in the thick forest of Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. UPDF is gaining more advantage after air and artillery strikes last Tuesday. Major Peter Mujisha, the spokesperson of the joint operation, has confirmed to UBC that the UPDF forces in the operation have gathered more intelligence report on the ADF remnants.
Last week, Uganda People's Defense Forces UPDF and Democratic Republic of Congo forces launched a joint operation codenamed Micheal Suja against the Allied Democratic Forces ADF. The offensive was intended to drive the Allied Democratic Forces militants out of their bases in eastern Congo. Military sources confirmed that part of the thick forest where the UPDF and Democratic Republic of Congo Army have mounted a ground battle pursuit harbors ADF hideouts.
Well, the current operation is that we are still continuing on with launching the ground forces to those suspected areas where these ADF rebels were encamping. And we are only getting intelligence reports, and then we see to it how we can engage those areas, while we are also looking at our engineering components to see how we can increase on the mobility.
The ground battle followed Wednesday's search and control of ADF bombed bases by the joint military troops of the UPDF and Congo Army. Major Peter Mugisha, the spokesperson of the joint operation, said they resorted to military intelligence to track down ADF elements that are entrenched in the dense forest of the eastern Congo. How effective is the operation now?
The operation is ongoing. What I can tell you is that operation is not just an event.
The operation's focus is on weakening identified ADF camps in Yayua, Tondoli, Ben 1 and Ben 2 and create a conducive environment for citizens of the two countries. Haruna Mtesa, UBC News.
The newly appointed Grade 1 magistrates have been advised to embrace time management as the key on their respective office roles. According to Chief Justice Alfonso Wenyidolo, this is one of the reasons which at times hinders quick delivery of justice to Ugandans. Chief Justice Dolo communicated this at the induction conference of 91 newly appointed Grade 1 magistrates who are undergoing training in various topics in line with their judicial work. In attendance was the Permanent Secretary to the Judiciary, Pius Bigirimana, and the Chief Registrar, Sarah Langa Siu, Principal Judge Flavian Zeja, who was represented by Justice Musa Sekana. The one-week induction conference is taking place at Micheal Hotel in Kampala, as we see in this report.
So the reason we are going out and we have sworn in this big number, we are deploying in this number, is the people of Uganda must have access to justice. The true access to justice does not lie in the physical presence of the court or the presence of the judicial officer. The judicial officer in a place might actually be a log in the eye of the judiciary, a pain in the neck of the population. So despite the fact that we have the court where I can walk only 3 kilometers and I'm in court, there is no access to justice. Because the access to justice is how you perform. So it is all on you. Lift it up or bring it down. But if you bring it down with you, because we will dispense of you immediately. If you listen to this and many, many other things are going to be told today and thereafter, you'll be a successful judicial officer. You'll paint the name of the judiciary with glory, and our people from whom we derive our judicial power will be happy with all of us.
Buganda Kingdom, Church of Uganda and different mourners have appreciated work done by the Namasole of Buganda, Margaret Siwaza, before her demise last week. During the funeral service held at Namirembe Cathedral, Katikiro Charles Peter Maiga said that Buganda Kingdom has selected the heir to the late Namasole, who is yet to be announced.
Last Wednesday, Buganda woke up to sad news of the demise of Buganda's Namasole, Margaret Nagawa Siwaza. Monday morning towards 10 a.m., the body arrived at Namirembe Cathedral for a funeral service. The Archbishop of the Anglican Church, Dr. Stephen Kazimba Mugalu, while addressing mourners, said the late has been serving her God wholeheartedly.
Afafira mukama affe mama Namasole ono tubadde nnyo naye mu bigambo by'okuweereza mukama.
During the funeral service, the Katikiro of Buganda, Charles Peter Maiga, disclosed that the heir to the deceased has been identified and is yet to be announced.
Kyokka wenjogerera Obuganda bwamaze dda okufuna Namasole wabula olw'okuba wakyaliwo emikolo egitambuzibwa ajja kulangirirwa mu budde obutuufu nga n'emikolo gyonna gikomekerezeddwa.
Preaching to the mourners, the Bishop of West Buganda Diocese, Henry Katumba Tamali, appealed to believers not to be taken by earthly riches, but work for heaven.
Oba mulabirizi, oba government, oba ani, amaaso gaffe tugatunuulize Katonda. That's the formula. Ebyola byonna bijja goberera ekisooka Katonda.
Anthony Nachibinge, on behalf of the late children, said they will miss their mummy's sympathy.
Tweyama okukigoberera tusaba mutusabire okweyama okwo tukutuukirize.
In attendance were the Nabagerika, Sylvia Najinda, State Minister for ICT in Central Government Joyce Nabosa, Prince David Wasaja, and NUP President Robert Chagulanyi, among others. Jane Ramcha, Andrew Sebira, UBC News.
For Information, Communication Technology and National Guidance, Dr. Chris Bariomunsi has warned the public against counterfeits. The minister says that government, through Ugandan National Bureau of Standards, continues to monitor and ensure quality standards are adhered to through a sustained campaign against counterfeits. He was touring a beverage producing factory in Busukuma, Wakiso District.
At least 21,000 Ugandans have invested in the MTN initial public offer with a total of 535 billion Ugandan shillings. This has qualified the telecom company to be listed on the country's securities exchange.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
The Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Chris Bariomunsi, officiated at the event, which was a fulfillment of the country's broadband policy.
The rationale behind this is to diversify the ownership of the telecommunications companies active in our market.
To ease market entry and enhance competition, intensify the rollout of broadband internet across the country.
Minister Bariomunsi urged the telecom companies to work with the government to reduce on internet prices for economic transformation.
I want to appeal to MTN and the other telecom service providers to look into the quality of the services, to look into the cost of data, and support us in reducing the cost of internet in this country, because it's an outcry in the country, especially in the wake of COVID-19, and a challenge to ensure connectivity and access to these services.
6 weeks ago, MTN Uganda declared intentions to sell 20% of its shares to the public as the initial public offer. However, the company has registered a short target by close of exercise.
Investment of today that will guarantee the future of the revenue, the future of the top line and the bottom line.
And the highest standards of corporate governance, and to always deliver and sustain value for you, our shareholders, now and into the future.
The MTN initial public offer has boosted the Uganda Securities Exchange with 74,000 securities central depository accounts. This has increased the liquidity of the market from 4 trillion shillings to 80 trillion shillings.
Shows the value and understanding of the market, but also the interest of having a new asset class in terms of investment.
Businesses, please come to the stock exchange, raise money, because as you've seen, MTN has done it, so can you. I'm sure you can all take advantage of what's available in the market.
The sale of these shares to the public reduces ownership of MTN Group in MTN Uganda from 96% to 83%. This is one of the conditions of the national broadband policy. Abdul Nasile Lubwana, UBC News.
Okay, we had an interchange that we'll rectify later on. That is when the minister was at the listing of the MTN on Uganda's security exchange market after fulfilling requirements. We'll get the story where he was in Busukuma in our business news segment. Moving on, police in Aurora has detained 5 suspects in relation to the lost ambulance at Aurora Regional Referral Hospital. Aurora District Police Commander Superintendent of Police Jude Nasucha says that 3 of the 5 suspects are staff of the very Aurora Hospital.
Investigations in the lost Aurora Regional Referral Hospital ambulance saw 5 key suspects arrested last weekend. The 5 whose names were not disclosed by police, are said to have directly been involved in the loss of the ambulance, and middlemen were used in its alleged sale. The suspects include the driver who drove it from the hospital premises.
The people who have arrested are directly involved in the theft of this ambulance. We have arrested the person who drove it out from the hospital. We have arrested the person who duplicated the key and coordinated the theft of the ambulance. We have arrested the askari who was in the know and then opened the gate even for the ambulance to go. We have arrested the external forces that were middlemen in the sale of this ambulance. So it's a plus that we have all these suspects. We are continuing now on efforts to have the ambulance recovered.
Nasucha said that the suspects will be produced before court very soon.
3 of them are actually staff of the hospital who connived with some other external forces to steal this ambulance. They are going to be prosecuted. They are going to be arraigned in court for the theft of the ambulance. That's the judicial notice.
The ambulance registration number UG 6812M, worth 300 million Ugandan shillings, given recently to the hospital by Ministry of Health, was stolen from Aurora Hospital on the night of March 27th this year and suspected to have been driven to the Democratic Republic of Congo. I'm Nafka Farida and Joseph Odama.
Ambulance goes missing from a hospital. Very big story there in Aurora. We'll keep following. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy this short break. Do not go anywhere.
Transact and win money after money with Airtel Money. 1.5 billion shillings in cash prizes up for grabs.
Nyombe Marusi Ronald, Ngazo Arua, Micheal star alo aro towi hash mi daily milo airtime je Micheal mi MB's data je then milo 20 million su in the banlo sender abalo mi call customer can lo mi call early or mini in the sender.
The more you transact, the higher your chances of winning. Airtel Money, instant, secure, borderless.
It's the festive season and we love it. And that means it's time to celebrate with GoTV.
Come with me.
So get your GoCoder and GoTV value for 25,000 shillings to watch with the whole family. And if you're feeling extra festive, upgrade to our best package yet, GoTV Super.
Something to look forward to.
Download the My GoTV app for more information.
Super.
We all deserve a super festive season. And with GoTV, there's every reason to love it.
Greater MTN Kabode. Esimu ya smart josobolo kwefunira olunojisasula mpola. Nkugambye yenebye ya kavi atenga tamanyi endala zonna mu katale ejjirako omuggo gwa internet. Kati ky'oba okola gwenyiga *555*2# okebere oba osobola okwefunira MTN Kabode. Olumala okebera bw'oti dduka buddusi ku dduuka lya MTN lyonna eri kuli okumpi weefunire MTN Kabode. Olwo olyoka ogisasule mpola ng'osasula nusu 15 zokka buli wiiki okumala emyezi 6 ng'okozesa MTN Momo. Weefunire Kabode kati. Dish.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
I'm growing up, I'm growing into every moment.
Thanks,
Mom.
Nurture the moment with Minute Maid Delight, now available in apple flavor in the 400ml ready-to-drink pack.
Transact and win money after money with Airtel Money. 1.5 billion shillings in cash prizes up for grabs.
Mariam, in your Lantoro, Tabedo Jinja, Tadio Star 185, Tachulo Rigo TV for a month. After 2 days, your Airtel Jobinojo Goran Simu, Sana winning 100,000.
The more you transact, the higher your chances of winning. Airtel Money, instant, secure, borderless.
Did you know that corruption cripples Uganda's development? It's time for you and I to put an end to this. We can work together to end corruption. Let it be your responsibility to report to the established anti-corruption agencies. A corruption-free Uganda starts with you and I. Your right, your role. Say no to corruption. This message is brought to you by the State House Anti-Corruption Unit.
Introducing Learn From Home Data Bundles. Customized bundles for you and your family to study or work seamlessly from the comfort of your home. Use any of these affordable data bundles to connect to your MiFis, routers, laptops, tablets, and smartphones while avoiding unwanted internet exposure and ensuring undivided attention during online classes. Enjoy instant access to Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, and selected educational websites. Dial *175# to buy your Learn From Home bundle today. Airtel, the smartphone network. Terms and conditions apply.
UBC News tonight. Welcome to our business news segment. Now we'll take you to our story where the Minister for Information, Communication Technology and National Guidance, Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, warned the public against counterfeits. The minister said that government through the Ugandan National Bureau of Standards continues to monitor and ensure quality standards are adhered to through a sustained campaign against counterfeits. He was touring a beverage producing company in Busukuma, Wakiso district.
Counterfeiting of products is a big challenge among manufacturers as it lowers the quality and integrity of the goods.
The Charenga drink. It is therefore criminal and against the law for anybody to duplicate and counterfeit another drink and then you call it Charenga. So we want to sound a warning. We want to sound a warning to those who counterfeit products that once you are caught, you will be arrested and tried in the courts of law.
The Minister for Information, Communication, Technology and National Guidance, Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, says government will continue to ensure that investors are protected against fraudsters.
We support investors, both foreign and also our own local investors. And Charenga KDB company is a local investor, and that's why we come to support the activities as government.
He was officiating an event by KDB Charenga Tonto at their brewery head office in Busukuma, Wakiso district. The Chief Executive Officer KDB Charenga, Joseph Balikudembe, committed himself to ensuring quality of the beverage to the delight of customers. At the same event, Charenga awarded 3 tricycles, television sets and other goodies to employees and product dealers. The Malamu Charenga competition attracted participants from across the country.
Malamu promotion at Ivanova Mukisa.
Kuletedde MTN Kabode esimu ya smart gy'osobola okwefunira olwo n'ogisasula mpola nkugambye yeno eri eya kabi ate nga tamanyi endala zonna mu katale ejjirako omuggo gwa intaneti kati ky'oba okola gwenyiga *655*2# okebere oba osobola okwefunira MTN Kabode olumala okebera bw'oti dduka buddusi ku dduka lya MTN lyonna eri kuli okumpi weefunire MTN Kabode olwo olyoka ogisasule mpola ng'osasula nusu 15 zokka buli wiiki okumala emyezi 6 ng'okozesa MTN Momo weefunire Kabode kati dish.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
It's the festive season and we love it. And that means it's time to celebrate with GoTV.
Come with me.
So get your GoCoder and GoTV value for 25,000 shillings to watch with the whole family. And if you're feeling extra festive, upgrade to our best package yet, GoTV Super.
Something to look forward to.
Download the My GoTV app for more information.
Super.
We all deserve a super festive season. And with GoTV, there's every reason to love it.
We thank you so much for watching. That brings us to the end of UBC News Tonight, this first edition. Let's get back to you at 10 p.m. My name is Micheal Lukomwa with Elizabeth Nakakoni. We'll leave you with the weather forecast report here with Molen Kenyan.
Thank you very much for keeping it to UBC. My name is Molen Kenyana. It is time now to look at our weather report for tonight, and we'll start it off with our 24-hour report. We did have some heavy rains across the western parts of Lake Victoria, and Masaka was reporting a total of 34.9 millimeters. We also had a total of 15.3 that was across Mbara, and Kasese was reporting 4.7 millimeters. Now, looking at our satellite, we've seen that we still have those reduced wet weather conditions across the northern half of our continent, basically because of the high pressure systems within the northern part of the continent. Now, at the same time, we've seen that the rain belt has moved a little bit south, and that is also attributed to the low pressure systems that are building up south of Africa. Because of that, we're still having rains, especially across the southern sector, as well as parts of the Lake Victoria Basin. However, tomorrow in the morning, we're likely to start off with rains again, mostly in form of light rains. Those will be across the Lake Victoria Basin, as well as parts of southwestern Uganda and a little bit to central. Otherwise, the rest of us will wake up to a blend of sunshine with clouds. Now, later in the afternoon is when we expect more rains. We shall see mostly scattered showers.